Hi guys, Gail Sylvester here. Now we're going to talk about the separation agreement and why do we need one and what does it need to say. So there's a few things that we need, and why we need them is really it's to protect you, kind of, and to protect the other party. It's to protect both of you. So in terms of any future disputes, so this is why we spend the time up front to make sure that we get everything done properly, so we don't have any issues going forward. Which I know you can appreciate because this is a tough time. Absolutely. In regards to the separation agreement, we need to know, is there any child support being paid? And if so, what is that amount? And who is paying it? Is the wife paying it? Is the husband paying it? Is the partner paying it? Who's paying it? Kind of thing. So it could be either party today is it depends on the family income, right? It depends who has the income, depends who's going to have the children, which you're going to work out in terms of with either a mediator or your lawyer. The other thing we're going to look at is what are we doing with the matrimonial home? So, are you selling it or are you doing the spousal buyout? So, based on either of those options, that's going to help dictate what that's going to look like. And then, in terms of in that separation agreement, we're going to specify, are we paying out the joint matrimonial debts? So, as we talked about in the last video, we can do a few different things with those if one of the parties is staying in the property. But we need to have all of that outlined in the separation agreement. Plus, this way it helps the lenders, right? So that and your mortgage application. So if you are on the receiving end of either spousal support or child support, we can add that income into the application to help you purchase the next property. However, if you are the one who is paying it, we have to add that on as a liability on your application. This way, we're not making you house poor either, because based on paying for the kids, kind of, and then paying for the new mortgage, we don't want to make you house poor and put you in a stressful scenario. We're just getting out of that, right? So this way, by doing the separation agreement up front, you guys are in agreement to the amount of support between spousal and children, if there's any. And this way, we can also let the lenders know. And we can also determine what we're doing with the joint debts. One of the things I can tell you is that even if you say that we have a joint line of credit, and the husband is now going to take over that debt, and the wife is not responsible for it, you can say that in the separation agreement, but that's not the agreement that you have with your current lender. So that doesn't change. The only way that absolves you, of the responsibility is to actually close that credit account and open up an individual one. Because when you opened that line of credit, it was based on income of two parties. So now that we're changing that to one party, the qualification might not be the same. So we don't know if that's going to happen, like if that's even going to be able to get reapproved. But although you have mutually agreed that one party doesn't have to pay it and the other party is responsible, it will still show up on your credit report on your credit bureau. So if your partner or ex-partner misses a payment or something happens, or say they file for bankruptcy, it impacts your personal credit report. So these are the things that you want to be aware of, is that you can mutually agree that one party is going to absorb the debt and absolve the other one of it. That's a mutually agreed agreement that you guys have amongst yourselves, but that's not what the lender is going to agree to. And the separation agreement doesn't back that up, because that's not based on the credit agreement. So the biggest thing I can say is that if you are separating and you're going separate ways, we're not mixing incomes anymore. Close out any joint accounts, because if one person doesn't make the payments, it will impact you, and it will impact your future borrowing on your mortgage, on a car loan, on a line of credit or a credit card. So you really do need to be careful, and you need to be properly advised as to what does this look like. If I trust them, it's okay. He won't do that to me, or she won't do that to me, and rightfully so. I'm not saying they're going to, but things happen, kind of thing. Like, here's this last year, we've been in some crazy times, and people's incomes have been impacted. So if we can protect you from the onset, kind of and close out any joint debts, I highly recommend that, and you can specify that on your separation agreement. Any questions in regards to the separation agreement? I work with family lawyers. Kind of thing. I can recommend you speak to anybody in the local area, but I've been through it myself. So based on going through the separation, I know what's required. Plus, I've helped many a client, so we kind of have an idea as to how to protect you and make sure that each party is getting proper information, and at least a guide to start, kind of thing, to find the information that's right for you. So any questions regarding the separation agreement, reach out, kind of thing. More than happy to help, and I'll introduce you to a family lawyer if need be. We'll talk to you soon.